South American Wonder Kids. Us FM lovers are obsessed with them. Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Colombia, Bolivia, you name it. This video will go through some of the best Wonder Kids. And they're all from South America. So therefore, this must single-handedly be the best FM YouTube video on the platform. What a treat for your eyes and your ears. And because you are so excited to find out some of the names on my list, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and it will really help me out because there's loads of content similar to this coming out at the moment. The more you subscribe, the more videos I make. And that is a promise. Pinky promise? Now, disclaimer, this video will not include Angelo, Endrick, Vitor Roque or Kendry Paez because they have recently moved to some bigger clubs in real life, and so they're not obtainable to buy on the game really, and this list are purely players that you can actually sign. So let's crack on. So this is basically what we're doing here. We've loaded in all of the South American countries into the database. We've loaded in the in-game editor and we've started to sort out all of the players by potential ability. Now, I know some of the potential abilities vary from save to save, but it's going to give us a pretty good idea of who the good Wonder Kids are, and that's going to be the case for most of your saves. So these players might not necessarily develop as well on your save, but you might find some players that develop more on your save than mine. It's all about good research, good knowledge, good eyes. We've all got eyes. Well, most of us have got eyes anyway. And let's crack on with some goalkeepers. So welcome to Diego Calai. This guy has a potential ability of 160 or above. So potentially one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He's 18 years old, Brazilian. Of course, there's going to be so many Brazilians on this list. Just a warning. We all love a Brazilian. Starts the game 18 years old in the Sporting CP Academy. Apparently can be picked up for under 300k, which is a little bit of a bargain, really. Not first choice Premier League goalkeeper ready yet, but in the future could potentially be a star. And to compete with the Brazilians, next up, an Argentinian, 17 years old, Froilan Diaz from the Union Academy. As I've said, 17 years old, could be worth up to about £8 million. Looks a pretty current ability, solid goalkeeper, needs to improve quite a lot. He has a potential ability of above 150, so he's going to be a solid goalkeeper with the right facilities, the right training, the right playing time. He's 6'3", so he's nice and tall, pretty good aerial reach, particularly good at kicking. If the goalkeeper wasn't good at kicking, I'd be concerned. I'm not sure this guy's 16 years old, you know. He looks about 7. Apologies, Franco Yarfitz, but I'm not sure you've been truthful about your age, son. I think you should be in school. I mean, a 16-year-old will be in school anyway, but you get my drift. 6'2". 6'2" is nice and tall for a 7-year-old. Value between about 4 and 7 million pounds. Got a lot of work to do on his mentals. However, he's got some pretty solid goalkeeping attributes. You can tell that he could be good one day. How about you sign him on your save? See what happens. See if he's worth it. And our next goalkeeper is Arana. Now, in comparison to the last guy, this guy looks a lot older. He's not 7. He looks more like 37. No offense, Arana. It says here you're 18 years old. I'll believe the game. Playing in Brazil, worth up to about £3 million. Could be worth it in the future. Good potential on him. Could be a great goalkeeper. You'll have to find out. You'll have to sign him and see. And on to some defenders. Now, I know that you are looking for the next Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. But how about the next Roberto Carlos? Because this guy, Valentin Barco, now, he's very well known on the game this year. He's a known wonder kid. I'm sure you've seen him around, valued at under £8 million. And we know, potentially, he is a fantastic left-sided player. Natural at left back, left wing back, left midfield, left wing. Can play anywhere down the left. Very strong left foot. And already at the tender age of 18 years old, he's already fantastically fit. Really good dribbling, really good crossing, good vision, good flair. Very exciting left back. Looks a little bit like Ron Weasley. What will be more magic, Barco's left foot or Ron's wand? What a comparison. And next up, we have another left back. This guy, Patrick Lanza, Brazilian guy, a little bit older, 20 years old. Starts the game injured, but he won't be injured for long, so don't worry too much about that. Again, can be quite affordable, between 5.4 and 6.8 million pounds. Has got good potential ability in the game. Very well-rounded footballer. There are some gaps in his mentals that you need to work on, so positioning not fantastic for a defender. Marking and tackling not great. However, he's very good going forward. He's very fit. He's very quick. And more importantly, he's got great teeth and great hair. I think it's about time we went through some ball-playing centre-backs, my friends. And Marco Pellegrino actually plays for AC Milan. Just signed for them in real life, actually, for £3 million. Again, a little bit older, 20 years old. But what you're looking for in a centre-back here, heading, marking, tackling, very strong. Really good at passing, a typical Brazilian centre-back. Strong mental attributes, pretty strong physical attributes. You can see that this guy's going to be a good footballer. Can be bought for between 10 and 12 million pounds. Is he worth the risk? I don't know, you tell me. And another pretty well-known Brazilian wonder kid on Football Manager with a really high potential ability. It's Kaiki. Keiki? Or Kikai? Look, in the comments, tell me how to say his name properly, because I'm struggling. I'll go with Kaiki. Now, Kaiki hasn't got any absolutely outstanding attributes at 19 years old, but he's very, very solid and well-rounded. Heading, marking, tackling, good mental attributes, pretty quick, not the quickest in the world. Needs to work on his strength. 6'1", so he's not the tallest player ever, but still, we know he might turn out into a good footballer. Playing for Almeria, between 15 and 22 million pounds, probably worth the risk. And a very similar kind of player to Kaiki. Premier League fans, you will be very aware of Nottingham Forest centre-back Murillo. Murillo came over to play for Forest this season, and he started in real life actually very, very well. I've seen a lot of him this season, and I'm quite impressed. Forest fans, in the comments, let me know if you think the same. And again, very similar to Kaiki. No really outstanding attributes here, but everything you want for a good centre-back he has, including very good passing out from the back. He's also left-footed, so can fill in at left-back, and could also play as a DM. Mr. Versatile. And again, very affordable, between 14 and 21 million pounds. You could really start to create a whole team of South American wonder kids here. Now, there's a challenge for you. And my final defender to discuss this time is a right back. It's Juan David Mosquera. He is our first Colombian on the list. I think he's our first Colombian anyway. Look at his teeth. Great teeth. We love a great teethed man here. A few gaps in his mental attributes to work on, but he's very, very attacking, good at going forward, really good physicals for 20 years old. But Mckins, he must cost an absolute bomb. Well, no. 5 and 6 million pounds. Get him into your team. I think it's time for some midfielders. Middle of the park, battlers. Think Gilberto Silva. What a player Gilberto Silva was. That Brazilian team, absolutely fantastic. And we're kicking off our list with Mateus França. Now, he's just signed for Crystal Palace in real life, so he'd be pretty hard to sign at the start of the game. He is worth between about 30 and 37 million pounds, which is pretty hefty. And he does actually start the game with an injury. He's actually out for the first 3 months, which is a bit of a risk, but he is a fantastic footballer. And you can actually see here from the potential ability, he could be 170 out of 200, which is very, very high. And just a very lovely, well-rounded footballer. He's got some good technicals, dribbling, first touch, passing technique, some pretty strong mental attributes. Some of these mentals generally are missing for some of the South American wonder kids, but França is fine. Good physicals, and I think if he gets over his injury and starts to play well for Palace, he might develop into a bit of a superstar. And next up, I have a 17-year-old DM for you. Now, I've never heard of this guy. He is quite young. He's called Gabriel Moscardo, playing his football in Brazil. Worth about 15 to 20 million pounds at the start of the game, and a very, very solid, well-rounded option for you. He's very good at marking, tackling, very good positioning, just what you want from one of your DMs. He starts with 12 strength, something to work on. He needs to get a little bit stronger. He's 6'1", so he's a good height, and could even be trained as a centre-back or a centre-mid, so there's something to work with here. A player with a potential ability of around about the 160 mark, so, something to work with. He could develop into a very good footballer. Okay, our next man is Federico Rodondo, playing his football in Argentina. A little bit older, 20 years old. In comparison to some of the others on the list, I don't mean 20 years old is actually old. I mean, I'm a 32-year-old man. That means I'm very old. And I don't think I am. I think you're only as old as you feel, boys. Or girls, or gender neutrals, whoever's watching. You're all welcome round here. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, what an opportunity to do so. If you've watched this much of the video and you're still here, you might as well come back for some more videos. Go on, hit the subscribe button. Now, Redondo, very exciting long shots on him. Loves a banger from range. Got high work rate, high passing, very high fitness, can run up and down that pitch countless times. How much does he cost? £5.8 million? What a bargain. And another Colombian for you now, Gian Solis. 18 years old, about £10 million, playing for Girona in Spain, in La Liga, and well-rounded footballer. Lacks the concentration to be a centre midfielder. However, lots here to work with. Very good physical attributes. He's got okay tackling. He's got okay positioning, okay teamwork. There's something to work with there. A high potential ceiling on this guy, so could develop very well. And our final midfielder is Alexander. That's just a first name. What's your surname? I'm also not sure what's going on with his eyebrow. You've cut a bit of your eyebrow, mate. I'm not sure if... Is that the style these days? Is that what the kids are doing? Should I shave my eyebrow? Little goatee going on. Lovely teeth. But his physical appearance is not why we're here, right? Sorry, Alexander. You're actually a very exciting Brazilian footballer. 19 years old, playing in Brazil. Very good mental attributes, good at marking, good at tackling. And I love the versatility on this guy. He's a natural DM and centre midfielder, but can also play left back, left wing back, and left wing. Can do a job anywhere. We love a versatile player. Now, I know why you're really here. You're not that bothered about goalkeepers. You're not that bothered about defenders. You want attacking flair. You are looking for the next Neymar, and I might have some potential Neymars here for you today. First up, Esteval, 16 years old. This guy, potential ability is 176 on my save. Could vary on your save. So actually, very, very high. Already, he doesn't quite have the physicals yet. He is only 16 though. He's still a child. His mum still buys his trousers, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong in asking your family to help you out now and again. You can already tell there's something here to work with. Lots of 13s here for his technicals, his dribbling, his finishing, his first touch, his passing, and his technique. He's going to be a good finisher of the ball, but also a very good passer. You could say Ronaldinho and Ronaldo rolled into one. I'm actually very intrigued to see how Esteval develops over time, and apparently you can pick him up for about £1 million. Is he worth the gamble? Probably. And another very exciting prospect, very closely linked to Manchester City in real life right now, Claudio Echeverri, 17 years old, Argentinian, already capped at under 17 level for his national team. Now, this guy looks a little bit special. Already worth about £10 million, already got 16 for his first touch and his flair. What a flary boy. Again, another shaved eyebrow. What is with that? If you have a shaved eyebrow, in the comments, come and tell me why. I don't understand. Maybe I'm a boomer. I don't know. I thought I was down with the kids. Talking of exciting attackers, and this is one of my favourite guys because he actually has 2 full eyebrows. Luis Guilherme, 17 years old, Brazilian, playing in Brazil. Very good pay, very, very quick. Is a versatile chap, left-footed, but can play across the front 4. So anywhere here, he could develop into a good player. Already, yeah, very quick. He's got good first touch, good dribbling, off the ball, and a very good passer. Now, I've seen Luis Guilherme develop quite well in saves, so he's probably worth a risk. If you've used any of these players before on Football Manager, come and tell me in the comments, because a lot of these players I haven't actually used before. I've got a more expensive one for you now. Julio Ando. If you are fans of the Premier League, or in particular, fans of Brighton, you will obviously know all about Ando. Made his Premier League debut for Brighton last season, and is now a relatively regular in their team. Not 100% first choice yet, but in the future he definitely will be. He's 19 years old. He's worth a lot of money, £70 million, but he does play in England. Both footed, which definitely helps. He's got lovely teeth. Not sure why I keep saying that, by the way. I'm just noticing things. I'm using my eyes. I'm just looking. And I am very excited about his technicals and his physicals. He's got good dribbling, long shots, technique, but at the same time, he's very quick, very agile, great balance. He can stand up properly. Always good, isn't it, when footballers can stand up? Great analysis, this, by the way. Professional FM player here. And look at his player trait. He tries tricks. Tricky. Talking of the next Neymar, this could be your guy. Okay, we now have Lauren. Yes, Lauren is a girl's name. I'm not sure why he's called Lauren. Maybe his parents love the banter. But Lauren is a 16-year-old. He's very young. Again, mum buys his trousers. Could be his dad. His dad could buy his trousers. Could be his auntie. You don't know who buys his trousers, but it's definitely not him because he's a school child. Yes, I'm about to tell you about a school child's physical attributes. Hashtag Cancel me. Very quick. Very good at dribbling. Got some work to do with his work rate. He's off the ball. Needs to work better for the team. He is still young, though. Lots to learn. Just wait till you have Lauren flying down your wing. You'll thank me later. Please don't arrest me. And to finish our list, a very exciting talent, Gian Luca Prestiani, one of probably the best players, in my opinion, on this list. 17 years old, Argentinian. Again, looks like he's 12, but I'm going to believe he's 17. Can be picked up for about £7 million. I'm looking at his attributes here, and I'm thinking, could he already play in the Premier League? It might be a bit of a push, but I think he could hold his own. You know, his mental attributes are not what you would expect from a teenage South American wonder kid. He's got his head screwed on. And as well as his head, he's also very agile, so he can, you know, drift in and out of people. He can move quick. I'm really selling him here, aren't I? He's got his head screwed on and he can move. Well done. Good dribbling, good first touch, good passing, good technique. Very good player. I will be signing Prestiani in my next FM save, and you should do the same. And there we have it then, a full list of South American wonder kids. You love them, I love them. Some of these guys on this video I've used before, some of them I've not used. So if you guys have, in the comments, come and tell me how they get on with you, and are they as good as I think they're going to be. If you haven't done so already, like this video, subscribe to my channel for more FM content coming your way very soon, a lot more regular this year. I also live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/MckinsFM. I'm live over there every Friday, Saturday and Sunday evening, so come and check out my stream. And if you've got any ideas for what kind of video you want me to make next, tell me in the comments and I give the viewers what they want.